Hey Virgos, welcome to January 2019. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so really quickly I want to talk about the numerology of 2019. 2019 is a 3 universal year, which is all about creativity, self-expression, positivity, optimism, sociability. So this is really a great year to just fill up your calendar, network, get to know some new people, and just have fun, because last year, 2018, was intense, right? And 2020 is going to be very grounding. So we really only have this year to just have some fun, to just kind of relax a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but as soon as January hit, January 1st, I just felt way more empowered, way more energetic, and way less stress. It was like, it just shifted like that for me. Okay, so this is for Virgo, January 2019. Okay. So far, 4 cards have already popped out for you guys. We have the Death card, which is all about transformations, whether inner or outer. Usually it starts with inner and moves outer. So transformations, especially involving this water sign, this masculine water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Something is missing within your home and family life, Virgo. And with that missing energy, with that missing emotional energy, something new is now about to come in, some new energy, because for so long emotionally this thing has tried to come in. Now it's like, okay, emotionally it can't come in, it's going to try to come in another way, and it's going to require a lot of patience, a lot of temperance, a lot of moderation, and a lot of balance. Okay, because emotionally you couldn't handle it, emotionally you refuse to let it come in, so now it will come in physical form. Okay, Virgo, January 2019. Okay, so that is what your subconscious wants you to know right off the bat. Let's see what your January 2019 is going to be about. Okay, the situation at hand is judgment. Okay, so either self-judgment or outer judgment. But I will tell you, Virgo, if you're feeling judged by other people, that's a reflection of your inner self. So that's what I've been. 2018 was very illuminating for a lot of people. For me especially, I recognize that your outer is just a mirror reflection of your inner. Like, you can look at any situation in life. I'll give you an example. I have abandonment issues. And what did I do? I married somebody who does shift work. Okay, so for me, my inner was that I felt abandoned, so my outer reflects, and I feel abandoned by men, especially because of my daddy issues, which it is what it is. I have my Saturn in the 12th. So my inner abandonment issues and daddy issues has now been reflected in outer ways, aka my husband now is out of the house for 80 hours in like 5 days. You know what I mean? He does like 8 days of 10-hour shifts or something like that, where it's just that reflection. So take a look at your life, Virgo, see what you don't like, and see how that actually is just how you feel on the inside. It may feel like the outside is the reason why you feel like the inside, but actually the inside happened first. The inside happened and then the outside. So like I just said, the inside happened. My dad abandoned me when I was younger, so that was the inside happening, and then the outside happens to be that I manifested a husband who is always out of the house. You know what I mean? Especially now that we have a kid, a baby. So things like that, take a look, be very honest. I know as a Virgo, you guys can do that because you guys have that analytical property. It's my Venus in Virgo that's able to recognize it and be like, it is what it is. Now what can I do to clear the karma? And what can I do to clear the subconscious, abandonment issues, and then clear it. So Virgo, when it comes to January 2019, this judgment that you're feeling is because of a self-judgment. So look at how you're judging other people, which it's a Virgo tendency. It comes so naturally. It is what it is, but maybe easing up a little bit. For instance, once again, my husband, who's a double Virgo, he's got his Virgo moon and rising. When we drive, he is just judging every single person on the road for their driving abilities. And then he also self-judges himself and feels so critical about his accomplishments, which is so Virgo, right? Virgos really hold themselves to an impossibly high standard. So this judgment is only coming because everything is so good in your world. That's the only reason why this judgment is coming in, okay? Because something inside of you, Virgo, says, maybe I don't deserve this. Everything is great. When I take a step back and I look, I really don't have anything to criticize. I really don't have anything to complain about. I've got food in my belly. I've got clothes in my back. I've got people that love me. I've got, you know, a reason to wake up every morning. That alone, I have air to breathe, and I am waking up every morning. That alone is cause for celebration. And because finally, Virgo, you have some, you know, some stability and some acknowledgement that everything is okay. Because of that, you're now getting judged from other people, but it's really just an inner reflection of maybe you feel like you don't deserve it. It can't be perfect. You know, there's no such thing as perfection. Recognizing that, okay, maybe my life as it is right now, it's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. That's where you need to come. That conclusion needs to be like a eureka moment for you, okay, Virgo? Subconsciously, you can definitely sense this 3 energy, which is all about fun and creativity and sociability. So you feel that on a subconscious level, but in your mind, you're still thinking that you can't. In your mind, you're still like, no, I need to stay home. I can't. Subconsciously, you're like, I want to go out and enjoy myself. I want to have fun. But in your mind, you're like, no, I need to stay home. I'm okay with being at home. I need to be in rest, in prayer, and meditation. I need to be focusing on me and doing that home and family stuff. But subconsciously, you just want to have fun. Just want to have fun. Is it something that the home stuff can be put on the shelf and maybe not worried about for just like a week or two? Is it something that maybe you can use this January, Virgo, to go on vacation? You know, like I said, I have a lot of Virgos in my life, especially Moon and Virgo, and they don't vacation. They'll work their asses off for an entire... My father-in-law is a Moon and Virgo, and he hasn't been on vacation in 9 years. I'm like, what are you working for? I have my son in the 9th house, so I'm like, what's the point of working? And it really is to serve other people. Virgos work to serve other people. So although subconsciously you want to have fun, you feel like you can't. You feel like you need to be that one who's responsible, who's at home, who's there if anybody were to call, because a Virgo is that friend when you have a crisis, you go to your Virgo friend. They're going to tell you you're an idiot, but they're going to help you out of that jam, and they're going to do it with grace and style and with a lot of humbleness and with a lot of modesty. So you feel like you have to be that person that's there waiting for other people's beck and call. But that judgment and that overgiving emotionally, especially, like it's your responsibility, and not putting up those boundaries for other people, saying, no, I want to just have fun. I can't just be at your beck and call just waiting for you to have an issue. That needs to be eradicated this month, so that 2019 you can fulfill those goals of fun and optimism and self-expressive energy and sociability. Because right now, this is how you're being viewed, Virgo. People are viewing you as like some greedy, power hoarding, not moving forward, not having fun, homebody who just counts like a Scrooge, you know, just counts your nickels and just stays in, and well, I shouldn't say nickels, counts your dollars, stays in, doesn't want to spend, doesn't want to enjoy what luxuries are, you know, for another, I'm giving you guys lots of examples today. For example, I'm going to a spa with my friend at the end of January, and it's expensive, and I was like, maybe I'll invite my double Virgo mom, sun and moon and Virgo, and I was like, no, there's no way she would spend that money on self-care. She would never spend that kind of money on taking care of herself, right? So this is how you're being viewed, as somebody who's just sort of sitting at home and it's like, well, what are you saving for? You know, you gotta live life. Okay, family and friends, they know that you're planning something. They definitely know that you have big plans. They're like, why else is Virgo just, you know, shutting themselves away and saving? They must be planning something huge, so they see that, but they want to be involved with your planning, because a lot of the times, especially with Virgos, family and friends, they want to help, and they'll do things to help, thinking that, I'll give you another example because it's so much easier to do this. My mom has a great job. She works for the government. She makes enough money to sustain her, for sure, yet she was sitting on a computer chair that she sits in every night that was broken. So she's making a substantial amount of money, but her basic comfort level, her chair was broken. She couldn't even lean back properly. And that didn't make any sense to me as a Venus in Virgo, but for a double Virgo, that makes perfect sense, because a Virgo will be will live in discomfort as a way to be like, no, I can't give myself that luxury. Even the simplest luxury of a comfortable position, comfortable seat, like, it just speaks volumes. So for Christmas, I bought her a new chair. You know what I mean? So family and friends, they want to help out. That's how me as a Venus and Virgo realizes that Virgo energy that is hurting and that's only giving to others and not focusing on what they need and putting themselves first. And because of that energy, it takes other people to try and figure out what they need. Family and friends, they don't want to try and figure out what you need. Just tell them. Just be like, you know what? This is what I need. I don't feel like I should have to spend the money on this, but I would enjoy that and I need it. Reach out to your family and friends. They want to help out. Hope and fear, Virgo, is that you have all of this energy. You know that it's passing you by because you're stubbornly holding on to one thing. Because of this judgment, because of fear of judgment, because of self-judgment, because of the judgment that other people are putting on you, you're like, I can't let go of this one thing, which is probably a job or a second job or a side hustle, some sort of energy. So new energy came in the form of something physical because emotionally you wouldn't allow the space for it. So new energy physically came in. And now that new energy that came in, Virgo, is bringing in even more opportunities, but you haven't grasped it yet. You haven't just fully embraced it because you have a fear that if you were to let go of this one thing, you're going to lose this one thing and all these other opportunities will disappear with it as well. It's almost like you feel, you know how it was my Virgo mom that always said, never quit a job until you have another job to go into, which I always disagreed with because I found that sense of desperation made me hustle a lot more to find a job. Yeah, maybe I wasn't getting the job that I truly wanted, but I would rather hustle to and put that effort into finding something new as opposed to my soul slowly dying somewhere where I know I hate and at least not trying to move on. So a lot of times Virgos will hold on to something just because of that fear that if they let go, maybe it was the greatest thing ever and they let go of it without even recognizing how good it was and they'll never get it back. But that's just not the case, Virgo. You can let go of this thing because you need to. You need to. You've been holding on to it so tightly that it's now causing more harm than good. So Virgo, the outcome for your January 2019 is you're going to continue to think that you need to just stay at home and do rest and do meditation and do prayer and just do your own thing. You're going to keep thinking that, but your mind will constantly pull you back to the past. Your mind will constantly pull you back to the time before when you just sat at home and you didn't do anything. So you're going to get angry about it. You're going to be like, I want to be out having fun, but I can't because of the past. Something happened in the past when I said, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go out and have fun and I'm not going to worry. Something happened in the past and now your mind will not allow you to do that same thing. And this thing that happened in the past was involving a younger earth sign. So that young earth sign, young Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, maybe it was your younger self, your inner child, whatever it was, you feel like you can't enjoy yourself. You feel like you have to just rest at home in order to be available for this young earth sign, aka your inner child. Maybe it was a parent that always went out partying and drinking, or, you know, maybe you have abandonment issues like I do, and a parent just left, so you feel like you need to always be in the home for your kids or for your siblings. I don't know what it is, Virgo, but I'm here for you guys if you need me, okay? Love you guys so much. This is your January 2019. As always, please comment, like, subscribe, share. If you want a personalized reading, my email address is below. And like mentioned, I started a new channel. It's called New Age Nest, and I will also post that weekly videos, how to read photos, positivity crash course. I'm going to do a hair and intuition one. I'm going to do a female empowerment one because I'm up to here. Love you guys so much, and I will see you in February. Bye, Virgos.